me. Georgie thumped me and I got to spend the night in the pound. She's nothing but a bloody lagger.
Well, what did you expect me to do? Let Georgie take the rap for something that Doreen had done. Besides, I've warned her a dozen times. Anyway, one night in the pound isn't going to kill her. Might even knock some sense into her. You could knock that smirk off your face too, young lady. It's about time you learned to use your brains instead of your fists for a change.
What the hell have you done to Doreen, goddammit?
She did it to herself, Judy.
Really? I don't suppose this bitch here had anything to do with it either.
Now, just a minute. You weren't here. You don't know what you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about, all right. You've done the dirty on a kid who always looked up to you like her own mother. Well, I've had it with you. And I'll tell you something else, too. You go shoving your weight around in Doreen's direction anymore, and you're going to find me there shoving you right back.
You all right? You want to take it easy, you know.
Oh, come on, Hazel, stow it, will you?
Come on, Jude. You're getting yourself all worked up, and it's not good for you. Why don't you just calm down and talk it over with Georgie and Bea?
Talk it over with Georgie? That conniving little bitch, you gotta be joking.
You're being a bit hard on the kid, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Oh, I've met that type before. Just uses people up, twists them around her finger. I mean, look at the way that she's got Bea conned.
I don't think that she's got Bea conned.
Of course she has. Oh, Bea fell in for that feat first, didn't she? Strutting around the place like a mother hen.
You wouldn't be jealous, would you?
Come off it, Hazel.
All right. But why don't you go and talk to Bea? She's only doing this because she feels sorry for Georgie. I mean, the mother's a bloody drongo. No wonder
What
the
am I
kid's
going to
screwed up.
say to her? Am I going to say to her, cut out this mother stuff, give the kid a swift kick and send her packing? She'd be at my throat in a minute. Oh, no way. I'm not going to go crawling to Bea. It's time that she just admits that she's at fault, and I won't be speaking to her till she does.
Suit yourself. I think you better get that mess cleaned up, though, before Vinegar Tits sees it.
Well, that's the main reason for his trouble. I knocked her back. I didn't know the dykes got that nasty when they struck us straight. Still, you put it in the right place, though, huh?
Look, before you go any further, Judy and I have been mates for a long time. I didn't exactly enjoy what I did.
Yeah, of course.
You got something to do someplace else?
Huh?
I want to talk to Bea for a minute. Do you mind?
Yeah, sure. I'll catch up with you later, Bea.
Don't go getting into any bother, okay?
Oh, me?
Don't you think this thing has gone far enough?
What?
You know.
No, I don't know. What are you on about?
You and her. And Judy and Doreen. Geez, we used to be mates. All of us together.
Nobody asked you.
I know. But somebody's got to do something to patch things up.
Are you blaming me for what happened?
No, of course not.
Well, good, because as far as I'm concerned, all I have done is to try and help a kid who can't help herself and no one else can handle. Now, if that's a crime, that's
all
just
right.
too bad.
But couldn't you have done it without all this upset and having Doreen put in the pound?
Doreen brought that on herself. She was going to let Georgie take the rap for something she did. Now, I wasn't going to let that happen because Georgie's had a rough enough time as it is.
OK. Well, what about Judy?
Yeah, what about her trying to muscle in on me?
That's not true, Bea. She wouldn't do that.
Well, she's done it once before, or have you forgotten?
Only on account of that Sharon Gilmore.
No.
Judy's not out to topple you, Bea. She's only interested in getting things back to the way they was.
Well, there's one very good way of doing that. And that's keeping out of things that don't concern her.
I think I'll go back to the rec room, watch a bit of telly.
Yeah, you do that. have you got another load ready for me yet?
Yeah, over there. Judy can get it, can't you, Judy?
I asked Hazel.
Yeah, but get it.
Get out of my way, I'll get it my bloody self. Is everything all right in here, Smith? Oh, good morning, Miss Bennett. Yes, thank you, no worries.
Miss Bennett, I would like to request to be transferred to the garden. It's a bit overgrown.
All right. It's about time someone took an
Can
interest.
I go with Judy, Miss Bennett?
No, you can't. That will leave the laundry short-staffed.
It's just...
Don't worry, Miss Bennett. We'll manage. All right, come with me. I'll get you some tools. Well, anyone else want to go? You better make your arrangements right now.
All right, Burns, on your feet.
Well, what do they dob me in for today?
Who?
Me so-called mates.
Nobody's dubbed you in for anything.
As I understand it, you were the sole cause of the incident which led to your being placed in solitary. Now, have I been misinformed, Doreen?
No, Mrs. Davidson.
Then why are you trying to blame other people?
I'm not trying to blame anyone else for the blue. It's just that Georgie kid was really getting on my wick, and I suppose I did lay a lot of... Well, I say a few things to her.
What sort of things?
I can't remember exactly. All I know is it got out of hand, and the next thing I know, there was an all-in brawl going on.
And B. Smith rightly informed Mr. Fletcher and Miss Bennett that you were the cause of it, which is the real reason for your attitude now, isn't it?
Well, she's supposed to be my friend, Mrs. Davidson. I didn't think she'd dob me in just on account of a stupid kid that's been here a couple of weeks.
Yes, a kid, as you say, against whom you obviously bear a grudge, which is stupid and childish, and you shall be treated accordingly. You may return to the main area of the prison, but you will forego any other privileges for the rest of the week. Is that clear?
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
Mr. Fletcher. And Doreen, I don't want you bearing any more grudges, particularly against B. Smith, who, in my opinion, acted very sensibly under the circumstances. Off you go.
Everybody's had a gutful of B. Smith. Surely you can see that.
Everybody?
Oh, well, at least 60%, I'd say. And there's more coming over to your side by the minute.
What is this, a bloody election campaign or something?
Oh, you know what I'm getting at, Judy. We're all sick of B. Smith lording it over us, that's all. And we reckon now's the time for a change.
I get it. You want to use our argument as an excuse to topple her out and put me in power, right?
Oh, you've got to admit, she's been asking for it lately. And with the way the women are showing support for you over this feud,
There is no feud, Mouse. Can't you get that through your thick skull? Now, you listen to me. If you want to topple B, you go right ahead, but you keep me out of it. And don't you use me or our argument as an excuse either, because that is between B and me and no one else.
Oh, come on, Judy. The women are already taking sides, and B certainly ain't telling her troops to stay out of it because she knows it's for real. She's on the way out, and you're on the way in. So you'd better get used to it.
What is this place? Mom?
Just do your work, Georgie.
Yeah, but no one's talking. We got rid of that quiet, what?
On in you go, Burns.
No, use that.
Where's Judy?
She's working in the garden with Mouse.
Whose idea was that?
Judy's?
Mr. Fletcher, could I go and work in the garden, please?
No, you can't, Burns. You're on loss of privileges. You know what that means. Now get to work.
Shove off, this is my job.
Go easy.
No, I'm a little bitch.
Hey, B, when you're on lots of privileges, does that mean you can't use the rec room?
Among other things, yes.
Oh, great, we'll have it all to ourselves.
That's enough, Georgie.
Do it. She's only baiting you. If you take the bait, you know where you'll end up.
Yeah, me so-called mates will make sure of that.
Oh, knock it off and don't be